Welcome back to another episode of Pirate Podcast. Today, I'm here with band director, Mr. Sawyer, and band secretary, Isabel Seeley. How are you guys?
Doing well.
I'm good.
Good. All right, well, we're going to be talking about band today. So the first question we have is, what do you guys do for finals?
Finals. Well, we kind of have concert preparations in between finals. So finals actually ends the week before we go to a festival in Libby, where we combine with Stevensville. So our performance is a summative final this year.
Okay. And you have a band student council?
Yes, we do. And we hold meetings every once in a while. Talk about what needs to get done, like band t-shirts and upcoming concerts and stuff like that.
Who all is in the council?
Weechaw Brown is our president. Addie is our vice president. I'm the secretary. I think Maddie's the librarian.
Right, and Ruger will help out. So.
Okay. And well, Izzy, what led you to playing saxophone?
My whole family was very musical, and I think that's what inspired me to do something like band or choir. And then I just like the instrument. It's right in the middle between high and low.
Nice. All right. One question that I was given was, why do the music department have so many performances? Like, why do they have so many performances?
That's a good question. Generally, you want to plan about 6 to 8 weeks to learn something new. And what our assessment is basically showing the world what we do every day. We can't go back. If we fail a test, we have to do it on stage, and it has to happen live. So if you go longer than that, it gets a little, you're playing the same song over and over and over, and it gets a little boring. So that pocket of 8 to 10 weeks works pretty well.
All right, cool. I was also given the question, do you guys practice?
Yes, we do practice pretty much every day. Sometimes things happen.
I would call that professionally rehearsal. I think practicing happens at home. So I don't know how often that happens as much anymore. Oftentimes some people practice just to not fail, not to get better.
Mm-hmm. How many kids do you think actually practice when they go home?
Boy.
Or how many kids even take their instruments home in the first place?
On Christmas break, they do, because they get points. So you only get better through practice. So some people know that, they just don't do it. But you can't practice unless your instrument's at home. Mm-hmm. So I would say 25% would be a push. But there's some that are solid. I know this incoming freshman class, I see them go every day because they want to be in the symphonic band someday.
Yeah.
So.
That was me.
I practice occasionally.
Nice. Okay. Sawyer, why did you cheer in college instead of do band?
Well, I did both, actually.
You did?
Yes. So a girl came to me and said, hey, you're trying for cheer. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And she happened to be a French horn player. And so I was like, hey, I'll give it a shot. And it was actually really super fun. So at the peak of my life, I guess I did both. I would march in at halftime. Cheerleaders don't do their show. Mm-hmm. So I had 2 uniforms, and I would switch my uniform from the marching band drummer uniform to the cheer uniform during the game, and made it happen. Do it all.
It's crazy.
It was a good time.
How do you feel about the MSU football team?
They're amazing. Man, these are loaded questions. They stayed solid all year. Got a couple great quarterbacks in Tommy Malott and Mr. Chambers. So we'll see where it goes from here. But had a couple missteps during the season, but I went through the streak. Some of you know what that means. So where the Cats lost a few games in a row. So I made it through that. This one's easy. So it's a good time.
Yeah, how was the Brawl of the Wild?
Brawl of the Wild was not as expected. Man, these are loaded. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think Grizz did way, but Grizz are just better. No offense.
The Grizz have made some booms. They were a little wild when they lost to NAU. People got up in arms, but the Cats stayed pretty solid. Went into overtime with NDSU. I went to the game. Blocked field goal, ended it all.
Wow.
So it was a good time. I know this weekend at NDSU, they're probably not going to kick to Junior Bergen. There's that. I know a little.
Okay, Izzy, what is your opinion on the band Instagram profile picture of the MSU mascot?
Yeah, I was a little surprised when I saw it, I'm going to be honest. But I don't think we should be bringing politics into the school.
Divide. That's good. I should probably check that. It may have been set up a while ago.
I definitely say we should talk about it in class. Change it.
It'll come up at the next band meeting.
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's why we have executive council meetings.
Okay. Who is you guys' favorite artist?
You go.
Okay. I got to go to a Backseat Lovers concert this summer, and the name's a little weird, but I really like their band and the songs they make.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking alive or dead?
I guess it doesn't matter.
If it's dead, it's Paul Desmond. He played for the Dave Brubeck Quartet, Take 5, stuff like that. Alive, it's got to be... Oh, what's her name? Party in the U.S. Miley Cyrus. We'll go with that. That could be a lie.
Okay.
It could be a truth. Miley's in there, yeah. Spotify, Miley's not at the top. But I like a couple of her tunes. Catchy.
Okay. Izzy, if you could play any other instrument, what would it be?
I like the clarinet because it's got sort of that low profile in songs, and I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a nice sound.
It does.
Okay. Sawyer, what is your favorite song that you've ever conducted?
Oh, boy. Oh, I think, have you heard of Every Winter's Breath? We played that?
I don't think so.
It's a beautiful song. We played it. We won a championship in Colorado playing that song, I believe, if that's the one. And it pays tribute to a girl who is a skier and a trumpet player. And it was pretty cool. I won't go deeper than that, but it's a cool song. It's very heartfelt.
Mm-hmm. What was the best concert you guys have been to?
I already said. Backseat Lovers.
Oh man, this is a tough one. There's been a lot. I went to one in the Hollywood Bowl years ago, Tito Puente, and Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. That was kind of fun. I went to the LA Opera when I taught in California, which was kind of fun. There's been so many. I couldn't put just one. What was the Thunder and the Lightning? What is that band? Thunder and the Lightning. Imagine Dragons. I went to that in both of them. It was pretty cool. But I guess now that I'm saying it, probably Paul McCartney in Missoula. Because I got to see a real live Beatle and it brought everybody together. It didn't matter what you listened to. It was really special.
That's cool.
Didn't someone crowd surf when you got to...
And there was Macklemore. There was got to hold Macklemore on my shoulders. That was fun. That was an impromptu concert. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The life we live.
What is the circle of fifths?
All right. How long do we have? It basically gives numbers to scales, and if we played one scale in music all the time, it would get boring. So if you have a 0, that's a C. If you move it 5 notes, C, D, E, F, G, that gives us one extra sharp, which is so it's a way to tell what key you're in. If you add 5 to that, it's a D. That's F sharp and C sharp. I can go on, but no one will know what I'm talking about except for a few. But it's a way to know what key you're in and identify it and change it up a little bit.
All right, what are some acronyms for the notes on the staff to memorize the notes?
Every good boy deserves fudge.
And every good burger deserves fries.
Okay. And face, but it's upside down.
Space spells space. All cows eat grass.
Yeah.
Good boys deserve fudge always. We can keep going. You can make up your own. They're good.
So the 4-letter ones are for the inside.
Or yeah, spaces are
spaces.
Faces.
And then 5 is the lines, right?
Yep.
Okay. How does pep band work? Like, when do you guys play?
Well, we usually do around 16 games a year, and we have to split it equally between boys and girls. And football, homecoming counts as one. Volleyball, we haven't played out for a while because it's kind of dangerous for us to be out with flying volleyball, especially warm-ups. So we usually split out about 8 and 8 or 7 and 8 with football. So usually we start after Christmas break because we're kind of in concert season mode right now. And it's hard to get all the equipment down there because we have shared gyms as opposed to a school that had its own competition gym.
Okay, and how do you letter in band?
Want me to go or you?
You can go.
22 points. You get points for what you do. like concerts and stuff like that, but you get extra points for going above and beyond. So being in pep band, auditioning for honor groups like All State or All Northwest, participating in district festival where we do solos and ensembles, and that all is where we kind of cross. We have MHSA ties. Basically, we're also an MHSA activity, and that covers that. That's why you can letter as opposed to just being a normal class, because we're basically curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular.
All right.
All of the above.
And then what is the John Philip Sousa Award and what is the 8-year award?
I know that the 8-year award is for being in choir and band all 4 years.
Yes, it's a reward for committing to both groups, because it's really hard with the way schedules work.
Yeah.
John Philip Sousa Award, I could talk for a long time about, but it essentially is the outstanding band student who is voted on by their fellow students, not by me. I give the director's award, and the students vote for the outstanding band student of that year or the 4 years. It's never in my career not gone to a senior, because it's voted on for by seniors. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty big honor to get that.
Okay, well, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you guys next time.
So exciting. Thanks, Addie.
Yep.
Thank you.